Using presentation mode in Elluminate Live. My name is Amanda Reed. I'm going to take a few minutes to show you the basics of using the presentation mode tool in Elluminate Live. You can use presentation mode to display the whiteboard in full screen or to display application sharing in full screen. The presentation mode button is right up at the top of the screen. Let's talk about it in terms of whiteboard. The moderator will click the presentation mode button and this present content box will pop up. Select whiteboard. You could choose to present to yourself and to everyone in the class, or to just present to everyone in the class but leave yourself in the default view. If you choose to leave yourself in the default view, which I normally do, you can always jump into that present or presentation view. So it's very easy to move back and forth. Go ahead and click on the present button. So for the moderator, not much is going to change on your screen except for that you are going to see a yellow box around the whiteboard. This is your clear visual indicator to remind you that you've set everybody else in the session into that presentation view. You have the ability, just by going right to the top of the screen and stopping the presentation view, you also have the ability to send yourself into the presentation view. Okay, so you always have the ability to toggle back and forth. What happens for the participant? Well, they lose the participant window, the chat, the audio, and all they're going to see is the whiteboard. There's a little button over on the right-hand side. This button is going to pop open if you click on it, and it allows you to go back to the default view to access the microphone. So it's not as if you have abandoned your participants in that view. You simply have given them a larger view just of the whiteboard for them to focus their attention. So once again, to terminate, here it is blown up a little bit. This is going to take you back to just the normal whiteboard. If you want to take yourself into presentation view, click on that button. Open up the little tab. Takes you back to the default view, the first button, and the second one turns on and off the microphone. So those are the basic controls you have when you're in that presentation view. Let's talk about application sharing, because you could do the same thing with application sharing. Simply click on application sharing, go ahead and start it up. Once you've started up application sharing, you're going to have a presentation button. This allows you to go ahead and open up present content, and this time you're going to see application sharing has been added to the options and click present. So once you started app share, you'll still have that ability to go into presentation view. You also, when you initially start application sharing, you might decide that you want to go into presentation mode. You might already know that's the view you want. Simply click on the checkbox at the bottom of the Host Applications window and click OK. Either way will take you into that particular view. Once you go into the presentation mode, of course, there's always a way to terminate it. So the same button that you click to start it is now going to have the addition of an app share icon with it. Click that, and that'll terminate the presentation view, not the app share, just the presentation view. A couple of other buttons that are available when you open the little tab. Once again, return to default, turn on and off the microphone. Request control of the application, so that's a way of sending a message to the moderator saying, hey, I'd like to control this application. And scale to fit, which allows you to resize the application sharing window. So a few extra controls here. Let's talk about a couple of resources. Encourage you to join LearnCentral.org and sign up for the Illuminati group. It's a group of Illuminate customers and power users. Great place to share ideas, ask questions, and to learn more about Elluminate Live. And of course, Illuminate.com/training. You'll find additional recordings, quick reference guides, documentation, and the ability to sign up for live online training. Thanks for joining me for this recording on using the presentation view in Elluminate Live.